Hey, okay, so I have your website pulled up here, and I was gonna do like a quick little video um, review. I just think that's easier than me trying to like type up and explain. It's just faster. So anyway, first of all, love this up here. The business name, the logo, everything. Love it. Um, I just think it's super cute. And so the first thing I noticed on your home page, I love your menu here, and you've got this like little sliding thing here. I think though the only thing I would say, well, two things I would say. One is if you have this slideshow here, you probably don't necessarily need like the recent projects because you have them here, and then you also have them like under your blog for people to go see. So I would instead take this away and maybe do like a slideshow of the different services you offer. So maybe a photo of a family or a senior, and then maybe a photo of if you do weddings, do a wedding, that kind of thing. So that way people get a better idea of what you do. Because my first thought is like it's Rockett, but I'm like, okay, are you like what do you do? I'm like, there's lots of things that go through my mind of what this could be, and I don't know exactly what you do by the first glance at your website. So I would say make it very clear. So on your home page, keep it very simple. Just put like either a collage of photos, a little blurb paragraph about what you do and where you're located, and then or like a slideshow of the photos. Because then if people want to look at more at these different sessions, they can go into the blog. So that would be my suggestion on the home page. And then maybe down here, I don't know if you can, I don't know what website platform you're using, but if you're able to add like a footer to your website that has like where you're located and how people can contact you, go ahead and add that down here. I will say that on the home page, most people are going to stay above the fold. So the fold is basically when you open the home screen, like whatever you see on the home screen, if you have this menu up here, few people are really going to like scroll down. So again, that's why I think this area is kind of redundant and could be either used to showcase like links to particular blogs. So if you wanted to have this area instead of having it all kind of random jumbled blogs, you could have links to like click here to see all of our family blogs, click here to see all of our senior blogs, click here to see all of our wedding blog, that kind of thing. So, or portfolios even, if you wanted to do it that way. So that's kind of my home page thing, because one of the things with your website is you want people to very quickly be able to know like, what is it that you do? And I think for me, it was kind of hard to figure out like, okay, well, what kind of photography do you do? Because I see like a whole kind of jumbled mix, and it's like baby Jameson. Okay, well, was this a family? Was it a baby one? It's just a little slightly confusing. So I would kind of streamline your homepage to be very like, this is what we do. I would also maybe rearrange your menu so that services comes right after, because again, people are looking for what you do, how much you charge, where you're located, and then who you are. Because as much as we like to believe that like people are coming to us because they love us so much, and that's part of the whole brand that you're building, but again, they also are wanting to know what can you offer them. So they're first going to be looking at what can you give me, and then I'll want to know more about you as a person. So I would maybe have it be home and then services and then everything else. So speaking of services, I'll go ahead and click on that. And I think your services page, see in photo, video, and more. See, I would never have guessed from your homes page that you did video. So make that, if that's something y'all do or want to do more of, totally put that on your homepage. Let people know right away, this is what we do. In fact, what I would do is honestly, I would have this whole section on your homepage. Have your logo, your menu, and then have it say photo, video, and more, and then have like a slideshow below that on your homepage. Because that way people know right away, this is photography, videography, and whatever more stands for. Definitely I would add this right here to your homepage. I think that's awesome. Okay, so photography, studio natural lighting. We can shoot anywhere in Addison Circle or on location. Okay, for examples, or go to here. I'm wondering where that goes. Okay. So, two things. One is I would have this link open in a new window. If it takes some people outside of your website, then always have it open in a new window, instead of like, because then if I get into that site, I've completely gone away from what I was doing, which was how do I get in touch with you? Like the number one thing you want people to do on your website is get in touch with you, because someone browsing your website and not contacting you is kind of a lost cause. Like there's no point to that. You want everybody that comes to your website to want to contact you. So if you're taking them away from your website, so if you're taking them to SmugMug, there's really no way for them to contact me. And all I see are a bunch of pictures of people. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Like, I don't know if this is personal photos. Is this a family session? Is this, this whole part right here, I feel like it's kind of confusing. I would honestly take it out. Because just like that, well, I'll show you again. So I'm looking through this and thinking, okay, this doesn't have anything to do with me. It's too confusing. So right away, I wanted to click out. Well, if I did that, I'm now gone from your website. There's no going back. So you don't want that to happen. You want to keep people here looking at more of information. So I would say, for examples, visit our blog or create a portfolio section. Create, portfolios of your best images compiled so that if someone's looking for family photos, they can click on the family photo portfolio and see a grouping of your best images. And so that might be a better option as opposed to going here. But again, I'm not familiar with SmugMug. I don't know how this little link works that well, but I would just say, as far as like, you don't want somebody going off your website, losing interest, leaving, and never coming back to your homepage. So definitely direct that back to this page. Okay. Session starting at 400, weddings at 2,000. Perfect. I think that's a great right there. Contact for more details. Video, same thing. Again here, okay, see that one opens in a new tab, which is perfect, although it doesn't take me, oops, you might want to check that link. It doesn't work. So yeah, I love that that takes you somewhere else though. And then requesting a quote, also that one doesn't work. So you want to make sure that that's working before you, so that people can contact you. Okay, about us. Oh my gosh, together we rock it. I love it. That's awesome. Like the best tagline ever. Okay. James and Jenna, been creating together ever since. 2 children, Stella, Journey, Rockett. So cute. Oh my gosh, I love your kids' names, by the way. That's adorable. Take a look at their story. Oh, nice. Okay, so you've got like your wedding story, your love story. I love that. So I love that people can kind of get in touch with who y'all are and get a better feel for like who they're going to be working with, which is awesome. And I love to have y'all have a family photo here. Obviously, I'm assuming y'all work together as a team, which is awesome. Y'all have that all on here together. Okay, blog. So if I go to seniors, very nice. Okay. So basically, here's the thing with blogs, and I'll just give you a little bit of advice here. So I personally, the way I view blogging, I don't blog a ton of my sessions. I will blog them, but I don't, that's not my priority. Like sometimes if I'm like, okay, well, I'll get around to it, but it's not my priority. My blog, I tend to focus more on giving my clients information. So for example, if I were to go to seniors, I would want to see like a couple of sessions mixed in so they can see like, okay, this is kind of an idea of like what a full session might look like. You know, they can see the variety, they can see, these are gorgeous, by the way, your photos are amazing. So pretty. Love, love, love that one. Sorry, got distracted. ADD. But I also think that if people are coming to this page, not only, do a mix, like, yeah, I want to see some sessions, but maybe also write a blog post about like how to choose outfits for your session, or why you recommend that they maybe get their hair and makeup done for a session, or, even things like how to apply to go to college, ideas for, the latest prom dress trends, anything that's going to be of interest to your clients, because that way that's going to keep them wanting to read more information. Like the more information you can give your clients, the more you're a service to them. Then it's less about you saying like, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at my great work, look what I can do. And now you're saying, hey, I'm here to serve you. I'm here to give you information. I'm here to create an experience for you. And I'm here to give you beautiful photos. Then it turns it back on the client saying, I'm here to serve you. In exchange, you're going to pay me for those services, but here's what I can offer you. So with same thing with like families, couples, all that kind of stuff. Weddings are super easy to do this with. But with families, create custom blog posts that are things like what to do with your kids over summer break, things around town that are free or cheap, how to dress for your family session, 5 tips for creating a stress-free family session, things that, think about all the things that your clients might have concerns or fears about, turn them into a blog post. So now if I'm a client and I'm coming to your website and I'm looking at your blogs and I'm going, oh, wow, like that's a cool article. Let me click on that because it's telling me like, yeah, I want a stress-free family session. I'm so worried my kids are going to be acting like crazies. And then I'll read that. And now I'm like, okay, now you're not just a photographer. You're someone who understands what I'm going through as a client. I'm nervous. I'm freaking out about what to wear. I don't know how my kids are going to behave. I don't know anything about like how sessions are supposed to work. And now not only are you a photographer, but you're a friend in my ear helping me along the way. You're saying, here, I'm going to make this easy and comfortable for you. They're going to trust you more, they're going to like you more, and they're going to want to hire you more. So just a thought, add in some blogs that are a little more informational. Okay, Our Life. So you've got some really cool, so this is interesting. I like this because this is a really cool way for people to kind of jump into your world and get an idea of who y'all are as a couple, since especially they're working with both of you. They're basically working with your family for these sessions. So they're going to want to know you, which I think is really cool. And then contact. The last thing I would say is on your website, if there's a way to create a contact form so that they don't have to go somewhere else to contact you, because a lot of times if I look at a website and I have to copy the email address, put it into my like it's just one extra. You want to make it as easy as possible for your clients to get a hold of you. So I don't know what your website company is or host or platform is. But if you're able to add a contact form so that people can just fill it out on your website and hit send, that's going to be the easiest way for people to get a hold of you. So that would be my last suggestion. Other than that, like I think you're doing awesome. Your work is gorgeous, so that's definitely not at all an issue or anything you need to work on. Your work is beautiful. I would just say, like I said, kind of a recap, streamline this homepage, tell them what you do, the photo, video, and more at the top. Maybe take the blog post off the homepage and just put some images, beautiful images up there. Check those links under services. Make sure that they're working. This one wasn't working and the request a quote wasn't working. And then this one, either create a portfolio or have this linked to a separate site so that you're not taking people away from your homepage. And then create some more blog posts that are just a little more informational. Give your clients information that will help them ease their concerns and fears about photo sessions, and then they will start to like, know, and trust you, and then you are golden. So I hope that helps. I think you have an amazing amazing website. I'm seriously in love with your name and your logo here. It's awesome. So you're doing great. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Bye, girl.